If you're new to our channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
This here is an Olla. An Olla is an unglazed, porous clay pot with a short neck and a wide belly. It can be a variety of different sizes. This is from Dripping Springs Ollas. And the way this works is you fill this up. This is a 2-gallon capacity Olla. And you fill it up twice a week, and it can actually emit the water up to 36 inches around the device. In this instance, this particular 2-gallon pot, based on the size, it's a little different in diameter. It can save up to 70% water, and the way it works is water tension. The water emits or comes to the porous clay pot when the soil needs it. So what we have decided to do with this particular Dripping Springs Olla here is we're up on the high end of our garden. We've got this here, used to be, or it is now declining in a strawberry patch. So instead of coming in here with a garden fork and working the soil and removing the weeds, we've mowed this, and then we've treated it with a chemical, an organic weed killer, and we're going to start growing squash on the high end here. Now, as the strawberry patches decline, then we'll continue to do that. So what we're going to do here, squashes like banana squash and pumpkins or pumpkin family squashes require a lot of water. So that's what we have here. This soil hasn't been worked in over 8 years, and it's a very clay, dense soil, but it does dry out very, very quickly up here because this is the hottest portion of any of our gardens right here. The sun at the peak time of the summer bakes the soil, so we need all the moisture we can get for our squashes. So what I've done here, you can use a shovel or whatever the case is. I found it works very, very good, a post hole digger. Now, not everybody has this piece of equipment there. So you want to bury your Olla until the neck is about level with the, you can go a little deeper really. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go a little deeper. I want the neck to be just about 1 inch above the soil. So I'll go down just a little deeper. And for those who don't know, this tool here is how post holes used to be dug before mechanical equipment was invented. So I'm going to get down a little deeper. And then what you're wanting to do is get a firm base. So the Olla sets level, but also has good soil contact. All right, kind of level that out. See where we're sitting. Okay, that's pretty good there. And pat that down a little bit. Now here's the lid. We want to put the lid on. Again, 2-gallon capacity. You're going to water this based on the needs. You kind of have to gauge on the soil, your soil, about 2 times a week. Now we do have a smaller one over in the grow bed, the 60-gallon grow bag. It's a 1 quart Olla, and it will water between 10 and 22 inches. So we got around that some zucchini in that bed. So now what we want to do here is, before I fill this with water, because it's going to get kind of heavy, I want to make sure this is exactly where I want it, and then I'm going to gently backfill around the Olla here, packing it in so I can get that good moisture, or the soil to Olla contact, so it can emit the water when the soil is requiring it. You want to use your native soil here. You don't want to bring in potting soil or compost. You want to pack it with what you dug out. And then also, as it rains, this soil will settle, so don't worry about that. You can top it off a little higher and it will settle down. Now you will have excess soil because this is taking the space of the soil that was there. This is grasses, we don't need that. And again, put the lid on at this point so you're not filling it with the soil as you're packing it around. Firm it up. And now you can leave this in the ground. I spoke with the owner, and she has clients in Canada and other cold climate areas that leave them in year-round. You just don't fill it in the winter, and they don't crack. She's not had any issues with the Olla cracking. All right, so that looks good. All right, I'll pack around the lip here just so we don't have any spillage of soil. And there we go. And we're just gonna fill it. And you want to fill it just up below soil level, because if you fill it above soil level, it will emit and it'll wick through the porous there, and kind of evaporate the water quicker than what you need it to. Okay, so we've got it filled here. Put the lid on, and now we can plant. Now, if this was, if you had a quadrant of 4 tomatoes or peppers, whatever, that would work great as well. Again, this would do 36 inches perimeter around the unit. So that's, we could have utilized a little bit better and had 2 more plants over here, moved it to the center, but I wanted to utilize it here to allow all that moisture to go to the root zones of our pumpkins and banana squashes here, because they require a lot of moisture. So Dripping Springs Ollas, the link is in the show notes below for where you can purchase it. It's a great device that will last many, many years, and it saves up to 70% of watering from traditional methods.
For more information, please visit thewisconsinvegetablegardener.com.